trying to get right for the summer. I'm trying to get right for the summer. Hey, with your squares this summer. I'm trying to make it hot for the summer. I pull up in that Betty White Hummer. So many rings I make AD lead the thunder. Ain't trying to fall in love this summer. I'm just trying to get right for the summer. Bruh, you were with me shooting in the gym. Got no energy to make no friends. I carry the mask, ain't that right, Jim? Coke and water mix of Minnesota like the Vikings. Put in work all winter and you know that. The city on fire where the hoes at. I just got a stun on all my ops. With this foreign chick I asked if she know bo rap. Going up all I'm trying to get right for the summer. I'm trying to get right for the summer. Ain't fucking with your squares this summer. I'm trying to make it hot for the summer. I pull up in that Betty White Hummer. So many rings I make AD lead the thunder. Ain't trying to fall in love this summer. I'm just trying to get right for the summer. But my city know that I'm back home. They loving the kid like Karl Malone. We secure the bag like we DoorDash. So fly, we need that parachute. You get fresh out the gulag. Heard it's hot girl, summer 3.0. High five. When it's over, he can go. High five. Got it out the mud, I mean the mama. That's that on that. We about to f the summer up, bro. That's that on that. Working cause I'm trying to get right.
I'm trying to get right for the summer. What's going on, y'all? It is DJ Danny Ocean, Carolina's favorite fat boy. Welcome to another show, 3NT Wrestling, man. We back in the building. Of course, you know I don't do this thing alone. I got the broski with me, Malik. What's good, my boy?
What's good? Another day, another dollar. Let's get it. Y'all already know what it is.
Yeah. All that. Man, listen, we haven't had a show in a while. I think 316 Day was the last time we did a episode of 3NT, and boy, it's a lot. It's a lot. We coming back from WrestleMania week, and first and foremost, we go ahead and chop it up, get right into it, man. What did you think overall? Night one, night two. Let's go ahead and talk about the Raw after Mania, the SmackDown after Mania, the NXT Stand and Deliver, the NXT after Mania. How was this week of wrestling for you? WrestleMania week, how was it for you?
Lit. I sat back, I watched it, like, no watch-alongs, no, of course, keep up with the 3NT stuff behind the scenes, post clips and all that, but I really just had to sit back and chill and really, like, observe WrestleMania in its total. It felt like a holiday. Like, I posted.
Bro, I'm telling you. I posted
WrestleMania over Christmas, my guy, for me. I'm sorry. It felt
I'm trying to tell you.
A 4-day holiday. It was big lit. What did you think? I know you was like in Vegas now, I'm saying. So what was the feel for you?
Bro, I'm going to tell you, Vegas was absolutely on fire the whole week. I got there Wednesday the 16th. Even in the airport, everybody's lit. When I got there, people in the airport, I'm wrong song. They were doing Seth Rollins song. I can't even think off the top of my head, but it was a crowd of people singing Seth Rollins song in the airport when I got in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. That right there lets you know, all right, this weekend's about to be lit, my boy. And it was. You know what I mean? Real quick, big shout out to Jeannie in the chat. Jeannie, what's going on, mama? So real quick, shout out to Jeannie. Ever since we started this whole 3NT thing, she's been tuning into every episode, every watch party we've done. She's pulled up. We got our first wrestling event. Y'all see in the background of Malik joint right there. Ready or Not goes down in 13 days. 13 days. And since Jeannie's been such a supporter, we giving her and her family ringside seats to the show. They get to come out and enjoy it for free. It's her birthday weekend too. So we definitely turning up for Jeannie. Jeannie, we appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah. But yeah, man, like I said, Vegas was an absolute movie all the way around. This was one of those moments where I'm in, and like the whole time I'm like, is this my life? Is this real life? Like, what is happening right now? All the cool shit that went down out there, all the people I met, the people I hung out with, it was amazing, bro. But like I said, the energy for WrestleMania was crazy. I will say this though. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. A lot of people disappointed about that Cody Cena main event. Were you one of those people?
No.
Thank you. I loved it. I actually enjoyed it. People are complaining, oh, The Rock wasn't there. The Rock set this up. The Rock wasn't. I don't fucking... excuse me. I'm passionate about this stuff. But I don't care that The Rock wasn't there. It was a good match, bro. What would The Rock have come out? He would have came out, did 3 fingers, some dumb whatever, and left. You know what I'm saying? Travis Scott was a weird moment.
A little weird. He took a little long to get to the ring. I didn't like that. Like, if you were supposed to interrupt, like, you're not supposed to have your casual stroll with a belt around you, with a belt around your shoulder. Like, hey, we got it, Trav. Like,
hey, like, bro, you're not the star here, bro. You you ain't the main character here. Yeah, you an NPC, low key.
Yeah, we appreciate the song, but hey, like, get to the ring, my boy.
Speaking of Travis Scott, were you sick of that song by the end of WrestleMania weekend? Fiend.
I was sick of Fiend before WrestleMania weekend. What do you mean?
Oh God!
Travis's album. I like this album. I heard it when it came out. That's a skip. Can't hold you. I love Travis. The album is fire, but that's a skip. It just is too repetitive, man.
Nah, I get it, bro. I get it. But yeah. So that main event, like I said, just like you, I thought it was great. I didn't go to the event. I didn't get credentialed. I did a watch party with a few homies down in the bars in the bottom of the Luxor and whatnot, and we went crazy. For one, Cody, I love you. All right, Cody, I love you, brother.
Here we go.
I love you. First and foremost, you did your thing. You was a champion for a good year. Congratulations. But it was time. It was time. Let's not act like this title reign has not been boring as hell.
Break a year, by the way. I just want to point.
Hey, he can put asses in seats. I give him that.
Yeah,
he can sell some merch. I give him that.
Before you go too crazy, I just want to remind you.
I would never. Hey, what are we talking about? I love the guy. He's a great guy. He's a class act. He's amazing. But it was time for number 17. We got number 17. How are you feeling about Cena getting number 17?
It's about time. Like we predicted Cena getting 17 months ago. When as soon as he turned heel and he was going after Cody Rhodes, everybody on 3NT Wrestling Podcast said, "Oh nah, it's a wrap. Writing's on the wall for this title reign." Because to be real, I felt like Cody could have lost the title to Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble. We had no problem with that either.
I would have been perfectly fine with it.
Like, I'm cool with it. Like, Cody, like we said, like, the money is in the chase for a babyface. Like, he doesn't need to have this dominant reign as a world WWE heavyweight champion. He doesn't need that. Cena is the perfect guy to take it away from him, especially with this I'm ruining the wrestling angle he got going on that he's not exactly too clear about what he's going to do.
I absolutely love this last real champion thing, bro. Think about, okay, for one, when he came out at WrestleMania, usually he got the bright colors on the screen, the lights flashing, solid black, sans serif text, John Cena. And it's like, I'm taking this fanfare and that crap away. Like, you getting what I want to give you. You're going to like it. Simple as that. I'm enjoying that. And the fact that it could be a situation where he retires with that title. And I actually mentioned this on Twitter the other day, and this is what I compare it to. John Cena is Thanos of WWE right now. Everybody looks at him as the bad guy. Cool. But he makes sense. Thanos made a lot of sense in the Avengers, bro. Let's start the world over for the better. You know, and I get it. So if Cena retires with this title, essentially, it's a reset for the WWE. You know what I mean? And I love it. I really do want to see where it's going to go.
I have a theory. Maybe we could get into that later. Get
into it, my boy. I want to hear it.
I got a theory.
What you got?
You know they don't. Vacant. You're not allowed to say his name in WWE. He who must not be named. They don't want to erase history, but they know that title is always going to be tied to beat
Oh.
VKM. Cena's kind of been doing his promo thing, like, yo, regardless of what happened with Vince, he's a friend. I love him. Which is why I love this angle. Like, people don't get like really in depth with this stuff. So it's like, oh snap, he really rocked with Vince. That's Vince's title.
It is.
Oh,
That's a good point.
If John leave and he take that title with him,
Clean slate.
clean slate. Because we know, like, the World Heavyweight Championship is what it is because VKM always looked at the WWE Championship, no matter what iteration it was. Could have been a Universal it don't matter what iteration that WWE Championship was. That was always the most important title, and that's the last thing in his company that's tied to him. So for John Cena to be the heel, like, yeah, that's my man's, and I'm taking his belt back with me, it's fire. Fire.
I like it. I'm very curious to see again where this story goes. I like the thing he did, the Raw after Mania, like the countdown of how many dates he has left. I absolutely love that. Like, your time is ticking on a real champion being here. This is the last time you're going to see me. Every city he goes to, like they were in Fort Worth the other night. It's like, Fort Worth, this is your last time you're going to see me. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can. It's about to get different around here.
And
I like it.
And he kept it a beam. Just because I'm on this date, don't mean I got to wrestle.
Don't mean I'm wrestling. This is an appearance, my boy. That's it.
I show up and say something to y'all. I don't even have to do that. I could just show up on camera somewhere, and that's my appearance. Yo, John,
I like it.
That talk.
This is probably some of the, and it's crazy because most heel work is people, doing heel stuff, low blows, which he's been doing all that too. But him just saying, you don't deserve me anymore. I can't wait for this to be over. This is all you get left. I love it. This is some of the dopest heel work I've seen that's not so generic. You know what I mean? I love it. So we got, before we get to the rest of the WrestleMania card, we got Cena versus Orton coming up for Backlash here soon. Who else do you see Cena defending that title against before December?
I don't know. You had the Thanos bar. Let's count the Infinity Stones. Cody's 1. Randy Orton's going to be 2.
We got to have Punk.
We got to have Punk.
But Punk is on Raw. That's the only thing about that.
Don't matter. Punk could be the savior. So I like that little storyline that they floating out there too. Because remember, Punk won that title and left. For him to be the guy that prevent John Cena to do it, it's kind of
be hard.
A full circle moment. It's tough, really, for me to say because WWE is like in a turbulent place right now when it comes to character changes. There's a lot of heel turns going on, so you don't necessarily know who's going to be a face, who's going to be a heel. But I like where they're going so far. Cody, I'm sure CM Punk is going to be there. Randy Orton is going to be there. Roman Reigns has to be one, in my opinion. You got to do that before John retires too. So that's what? That's 4. That's 5 Infinity Stones, right? Cody, Randy, John. Not John. Roman.
Cody, Randy, Roman, Punk.
Do
you think we're getting Roman or John and Seth? Well, no, Seth is a heel now.
Seth is a heel now. No.
I don't know.
Shout out to my boy Seth, by the way. That's
we gonna get into that.
The real GOAT here. So okay,
we gonna get into that for sure. So let's talk about the WrestleMania card a little bit. They opened with the they did Jey Uso so filthy. I feel like, and then it did Gunther filthy too.
I don't think
opening WrestleMania is nasty business for the title, bro. Like, the purpose of winning the Royal Rumble is to main event WrestleMania. For the history of pro wrestling. You know what I mean? So why are you, what's this man? Got this man curtain jerking.
So
that's kind of crazy to me.
So you were okay with Bianca Belair not main eventing WrestleMania then? Because she didn't either. So
she didn't even get a triple threat match. I mean, she didn't even get a solo match, which is bullshit to me too, to be honest with you.
So I mean, it was spread out evenly with the Royal Rumble, so I will say that. I sound like a WWE homer, but hire me. But I see the visions, Triple H. I see it, but The reason why I'm okay with it is because when you listen to wrestlers like talk about WrestleMania, a lot of them had said that opening WrestleMania is probably one of the biggest things you can do to kick the whole show off. So that
Because you are setting a tone. I do get that.
a lot of people say they would rather open WrestleMania, like because now everybody has to follow you, and they didn't have a bad match. Like that was a good match, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about it. It wasn't Jay and Jimmy, so
That's true. It was much better than Jay and Jimmy last year.
Jay and Jimmy.
I tell you why I didn't like this match, and well, let me get this out of the way first. Super happy for Jay Uso.
Yes,
he deserved that. He built himself over the last, couple years from Roman sidekick, the right hand man, to Deuces, Usos. He went, it's just me, Uso, and he went and did it. So shout out to Jay Uso for that. But this match was super kicks and punches. Super kicks, punches, power bomb, sleeper holes. It was a little basic. And I get it. You want with Gunther, anybody in that ring with Gunther's got to be one of them grimy, hard hitting matches. I get it. And I don't like the spear for Jay Uso either. Stop it. Give your cousin his move back, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it
either. I don't like it either. It belongs to Braun Breaker to me, but continue.
Boom. But I tell you what the main thing I did not like about that match is Gunther tapping out in 10 seconds to a sleeper hole.
Yeah, we definitely disagree there.
You like that?
It's karma. That's karma. That's karma. That's karma.
Bruh.
Danny, let's keep it a full buck here.
Uh-huh.
If somebody handcuffed me to the ropes and then choke you out in front of me, the first thing I'm gonna do is choke you out for that.
I get it, but there's a thing. I mean, he didn't choke him out, really. Gunther tapped out, so he didn't get choked out. It would have made more sense if Gunther passed out.
Here's why it makes sense. Remember, this is long-term storytelling. Remember, we had the angle where Gunther's title reign hasn't necessarily. It's been dominant because he's won, but it hasn't been super. Like he's not.
It wasn't like his Intercontinental run.
It's not. Yeah, right. He's not destroying everybody. There was a 3-4 month stretch that we saw some B word in Gunther. Like we saw it. So for him to go that far with Jay Uso and then Jay Uso to be able to overcome all of that, it's perfect that it shattered his confidence in the moment where he's getting choked out. He panics and taps. We've seen it in UFC a whole bunch of times, have we not?
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
true.
That's what I'm saying. Like it made sense to me because they are in Vegas. Dana White was there for the event. So to see Gunther kind of like fold in that moment because he's flipping out because Jay Uso is actually kicking his ass. Hey, I liked it. I liked the sleeper hold tap finish. I liked it.
It was again. I personally just didn't want to see Gunther tap because that like you said, they've been making Gunther look crazy. I feel like the last couple months anyway.
Hold on. He didn't just tap though. Remember, he caught a spear. He caught like 3 flying body
power bombs, all types of. I get it.
Jay Uso went crazy.
But what I tell you again, my finish personally, Jay hit all that on him. Like 4 power bombs, splashes, super kicks, all that, couple spears, then put him in a sleeper till Gunther can't respond.
Okay,
that's what I'd rather have seen.
I see that.
That's what I'd say because that makes Jimmy look even more dangerous, in my opinion. Like he made
So it make him look more. It don't make him look more dangerous because that builds up Gunther. Like the strength. The strength they say when you're getting choked out, you're supposed to have strength and just be choked. You're not supposed to tap. Jay looks stronger. The fact that Gunther like tap. Like it's like, yo, he didn't even want to go out on his shield. Like he was like, nah, get me out of here. I see. I like this.
All right. So let me ask you this for both of them: what's next for Gunther, and who's the first contender for Jay?
Yeah, I don't know what's next for Gunther. Yo, Gunther wilding, he choking out announcers.
That was fire, by the way. He was about to get Michael Cole out of here. Pat McAfee was like, nah, not my boy. Pat McAfee stole off on him. Like, what's happening? Yeah, all right, he show you what's happening. The boy went to sleep. And now Gunther is suspended indefinitely. How does this play out for Gunther now? Clearly, he's just on a vacation, I guess, a little hiatus or whatever, a little getaway. But what happens when he comes back? Pat McAfee versus Gunther match. Do you want that?
Nah, I don't want that. Not at all. I mean, the boys on Pat's shoulder like they was about to get the Gunther though.
And that was incredible too. That was dope how they had everybody trying to swarm, like, get off my boy. Yeah, that was dope. I like that. Good touch.
I don't want to see a Pat Gunther match. I don't want to see it. I mean, I guess it's okay because I literally can't think of anything else for Gunther except for to continue with Jey Uso. Because he made you tap. So that's the only thing that I could kind of see. So if you want to cool things off and then you want to do Pat McAfee, I'm cool with that.
Gunther did a great job building that Intercontinental title up, man. And then they give him the main title, and it's like that run just wasn't as good in my opinion.
It's because I think it's because you've seen the dominance for 2 years, though. You've seen it for 3 years, though. Like, you were going to reach burnout with Gunther eventually. And I think WWE doesn't get enough credit for kind of like, all right, we know y'all going to get tired of this. Let's go ahead. And they didn't do that with the Bloodline.
No.
But that's understandable. You have Roman Reigns. Like, you're going to do whatever you can. They put Roman Reigns in a storyline as much as possible. But you would have got tired of Gunther eventually, bro, because he was running through people. There was literally nobody else for him.
I'll be real. That was like my favorite part of Raw is watching Gunther dominate everything. Like, I still would have liked to see a CM Punk Gunther match for the title. I would like Seth and Gunther to run it back, to be honest with you. There's a few different matches I would like to see. AJ versus Gunther for the title.
So he goes to SmackDown.
Possibility. I'm sure we're going to be having a superstar shakeup or whatever here soon, a draft. It was May last year, if I'm not mistaken.
And you know Netflix is going to want John Cena. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe that's what the move is. Maybe you trade.
I don't know. I'm curious. I'm very curious about how this goes. As far as Jay, who do you see being Jay's first challenger? He came out on Monday to talk. Who pulled up on him? I don't remember. Anybody?
Nope, they came out to celebrate him, but Sami Zayn looked like he was about to pull up on him. I don't know if anybody caught that.
You know what? Let's lead into this next thing real quick. While you know what? Forget it. Yeah, let's lead into it. Since we're talking about Sami Zayn coming out there talking to congratulate Jay and whatnot, let's go ahead and talk about this new stable. The Heyman guys. Seth Rollins.
The Seth Rollins guys.
Is that what it is? The Seth Rollins guys?
That's what it should. That's the architect. Paul Heyman doesn't take.
So this is my theory. I think Sami Zayn is going to join that group. And I think he will be the next person to face Jay for that title. Imagine Jay just having a regular match on Monday Night Raw next Monday. He's in the corner celebrating, and that haluva kick just comes out of nowhere. Crowd is going to lose it. They're going to boo the hell out of Sammy, bro. I feel like that's the next good story they could tell. But it is a lot of heel turns. That means we're going to need some more face turns too, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been a lot. We had Becky.
Mm-hmm. Seth. Braun, officially.
Braun, yep.
Cena, obviously.
Yep. It's been a lot. It's a lot.
It has.
This is going to be a totally new landscape this coming WrestleMania cycle. I like Sammy being a part of that because I don't like Sami Zayn on the mic like that.
Yeah.
Him and Paul Heyman have that, even though him and Heyman seem like they had issues with each other, but you could kind of tell that him and Sammy like built a connection through his time with the bloodline. Like he earned respect for his Sami Zayn.
Right.
I think it'll work because Braun don't have to talk. He don't have to talk. Seth don't really have to talk. I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect for Sammy, and it'll build Sammy credibility in the world title picture as he should have. So
I can see that. And I would not, to be completely honest with you, I really wouldn't mind seeing Sammy be the one dethroned his best friend Jey Uso as champion
Oh,
whenever it comes time for it.
oh, okay. I was about to say, bro.
Not right now. No, not
Jeez.
not right now. Give it a couple months at least. But let me ask you this too while we're talking about it. How long do you think Jay's going to hold that title?
Not long.
You think it's a transitional situation?
I think it's a trend. Like, it's nothing against Jay himself. Like, I'm like, if you're going to have a world heavyweight championship, like, it's just, I know he's himself, and there's nothing wrong with him, but he's not the champ that I see WWE like publicize too much, put on talk shows. The reason why, his press conference wasn't that great, in my opinion. Like it,
I can't see him on the Tonight Show or Saturday Night Live. Yeah,
that's my point. Like I don't see you being able to put Jey Uso in Good Morning America. Like I just don't see that, and I'm hoping that he proves me wrong. I will say that I'm hoping that Jey Uso proves me wrong. But just from what I see, I don't think it's gonna be long. At least give him to SummerSlam. At least.
Yeah. So till SummerSlam.
Till SummerSlam.
Got you. Heard. Hold on 1 second. Let me fix this.
Okay. Yeah, don't kill me in the comments for it either. I'm not saying that he can't handle it. It's just from what I've seen, he needs a little bit more work in that department before I can see him holding a world heavyweight championship for a very long time. That's it.
I can see that. I get that 110%. We're gonna skip right through this WrestleMania card and before we get back to everything else. But War Raiders versus New Day. How'd you like that match? You ain't right with it?
It was all right. The reason why it was biased though. It was biased. I didn't rock with the match. I loved the outcome. I didn't rock with the match because you didn't put the Street Profits on WrestleMania. So I didn't want to see that. I was like, nah, if you're going to give the New Day this, bro, put the lighter match that we just had on Friday.
We going to talk about that.
There. So it was.
We going to talk about that.
It was a good match, man. I'm not saying it was a bad match. It was a good match. Shout out to the New Day being able to reinvent themselves and capture that title again as legitimate heels. Not, oh, we might like the New Day. We might not. No. Legit. Everybody hates the New Day. So shout out to them for being. It was a great moment for them, but it was just all right for me because I felt bad for the Street.
So I haven't shown nobody this yet.
I will say this: that with the Profits, they're gonna get their flowers a little bit later in this show. You better believe that. But I'm happy for the New Day. I am happy they got their 12th. This heel run is what I needed to be so far. They're like real a-holes. This is they're from their social media work to mic work at the events and in-ring work, heel work, trying to injure people and all that. I'm loving it. We ain't seen this from has Kofi Kingston ever been a heel?
No. He was Jamaican.
He's been in WWE for like 20 years. He was Jamaican. That's crazy. Oh god. But the fact that he's never been a heel in this long run, not that I can recall anyway, and he's doing it so effortlessly now. That one tweet solidified it for me when they were in London. It was like, London, y'all ain't worth a damn. That did it for me right there. I said, this man is the GOAT. I like this guy. Yeah. I like it. I am happy they got number 12 too. One of the best tag teams of all time, no question about it. Shout out to the New Day.
For sure.
Yo, I'm reading this. This is foul. I don't know who said this. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. The caption for it says, Cargill won, would give it negative stars if I could. That's nasty. That is nasty, bro. How did you like that match, though?
Skip. You want to get that? Skip. Hey,
oh, man.
Yo, and it's crazy. I feel bad because I really gave the match a chance too. Like I really sat there and was like, "All right, Jade, show me something." Like it was that moment. Like it was like, and it's not Jade's fault though. Like Jade didn't seem like she botched anything. It just didn't seem like it was a good matchup in between her and Naomi. But I'm starting to get concerned because it's a Jade can't keep having these singles matches and you not look good. Like
I was worried all along, to be honest with you. I completely understand why they had Bianca and Naomi tagging. Mm-hmm. I get it. Not Bianca and Naomi, but Bianca and Jade. I get it. Mm-hmm. I'm nervous. Like you said, I'm nervous. Jade is clearly a superstar, bro. The look, she's even on SmackDown Friday night, she got some mic work in on her own and everything, and she sounded great, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. It's just that it's something not clicking. I don't know what it is.
It's not like she's terrible. It's just something.
First off,
not there.
I can't do nothing she can do in that ring myself. And I'm not criticizing any of that because everybody that does that thing in that ring, I appreciate it because y'all entertain me every week putting y'all bodies on the line. So thank y'all for that. And I'm not, discrediting any of that. But something as a fan makes me not want to see her matches.
See, and the thing is, that's why I say it might be a chemistry thing because when she had a match against Nia Jax, I really liked that match.
Yes, that physicality.
I know it's there. It's just maybe you get rid of John Cena 5 moves of doom until she can grow a little bit more because that's basically what that Nia Jax match was because you can't do too much with Nia. Like, the size difference is definitely, you know what I'm saying, is there.
Yeah.
But it's just, I didn't expect it to be a great match anyway, to be honest with you. So, but it wasn't a terrible match. It just I'm waiting for Jade to become the superstar that we're waiting for her to become, and that
exactly
tonight. That's all.
Right.
That's
I agree with that. That rivalry has been so good. Naomi has been incredible as a heel too, bro. Incredible.
And I proceed with caution is fire. I like that.
Super fire. But it's just that WrestleMania match did not give us the payoff that I wanted. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so, nah. I'm gonna watch it again because I didn't have a chance to run WrestleMania back at all. It is 18 hours of content. God.
But I'm gonna give it another chance because I didn't look at the match and was like, oh well, this match was terrible. Like I didn't have that. It's just like we said, man. We have great hopes for what Jade Cargill can be.
Right, for sure.
I was just hoping I was gonna be tonight, and that just won tonight.
Right. She got the win, but still, it was it didn't feel like it was supposed to be. And I think they realized that because that's why the rivalry's still going now. Mm-hmm. And we still got to see what's going on with Bianca. Well, she's out now, Bianca. But her involvement in all this, is she on Naomi's side? Is she on Jade's side? Or is they just completely separated her from that altogether now? What are we doing here? Mm-hmm. After that, we had LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu.
What did you think about the match? Because I was in and out of it during this match. I was a little busy during this match. How this match was?
I actually was too. I did go back and watch some of it, mostly the highlights and whatnot. But from what I saw, and what this caption says too, actually, it said after the second and third match did major damage to crowd interest, these two fan favorites got Vegas back into it. Started slow, built good, ended great. And that's generally what I've been hearing from everybody is that it did start slow, but once it turned up, it stayed up. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you, same thing with LA Knight's matches. His promos are incredible. His character work is amazing, but his matches are always kind of murder Drew Friday, bro. Packed him up. Drew usually be talking that talk on the microphone, and I don't think he can hang with LA Knight, bro. I'm telling you.
We need that LA Knight Drew McIntyre program ASAP.
Immediately. That should have been the match for WrestleMania instead of Drew and Damian Priest. I still stand on that.
In my opinion, I thought so too, bro. I thought so too. But shout out to Jacob, man. He deserved that, and I like the way Solo went crazy on Friday. Solo
That's facts.
Jacob got this title because of me. Yeah,
he was talking a little heavy. He was talking heavy.
better get in where you fit.
Hey, I don't think I've seen too many wrestlers come in and command the room the way Jacob did, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob came in and became what everybody what everybody thought Solo was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And like immediately. Mind you, don't forget Jacob's first night appearing was taking out the champion Cody Rhodes by himself.
And Randy Orton and LA
Dolo.
Knight. Dolo. Yes, sir.
And I felt like they was going to put a rocket ship on his back anyway, and I knew it was time for him to get some gold. So I kind of figured he was going to win this match. Plus, be honest with you, LA Knight's U.S. Championship run hadn't really done it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it a stack about it. But, yeah, like I said, I haven't watched this match in full yet, but from what I did see, you can hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. From what I did see, great match. Jacob Fatu, again, well-deserved. Shout out LA Knight because he did put on in that match from the highlights I saw. That BFT, I threw the moonsault. Bruh, that was some legendary stuff right there. I wonder how much practice that took to pull that off, bro. That was crazy. Amazing timing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hey, Jeannie, when Jacob hits that I Hate You solo, the crowd is going to erupt. That next week on SmackDown or wherever they at, there's going to be mad I Hate You solo signs in the crowd. Hopefully WWE drop a I Hate You solo merch that same night. I'm buying a shirt, dog. So after that, we had Rey Fenix versus El Grande Americano. Obviously, it was supposed to be Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio got hurt. So we had Rey Fenix.
Yes, the GOAT.
Yo, this seems like some Vince stuff. To be completely honest with you, let's get an American to pretend to be a Latin and only fight Latinos.
I'm so here for it.
Gracias.
Gracias. I'm so here for it. And they
Brother.
can't beat him. They can't beat him. They all try. Yo.
Oh, it's hilarious, but it is good. It is good. It was a good match too. Some insane moves.
It was a fire match. Yeah.
Shout out to Rey Fenix too. He was on WWE for a week and then gets a match at WrestleMania. That's amazing.
He did that match,
bro. It was so last minute because obviously Rey Mysterio got hurt the night before WrestleMania, but it was so last minute. He didn't even have a Tron. He had to use his brother Tron. That was crazy. But again, dope match. Salute to Rey Fenix.
And salute to him again because you had to do that match against America El Grande. And you had to do that on the back of the announcement that WWE had just signed AAA.
AAA. Yes.
So you did that. This is your first couple weeks in WWE, and you was able to put on a WrestleMania. Shout out to Rey Fenix for real.
Oh, God.
Different type of character to be able to do something like that. Salute to him.
The way WWE is putting the rockets on Rey and Penta's backs is dope to me. It's incredible. It's funny that El Grande Americano is going to be like the final boss for AAA. He's going to go down there and take the championship. Yeah. I bet money he's going to go down there and win the title.
I'm here for it. I really.
Gracias.
I'm here for it.
I'm so weak right now, bro.
And then they built the promo like he's this Mexican hero. It's like this. They photoshopped him in all these crazy things.
Oh God, it's hilarious,
shout out
man.
To Chad Gable though, for real. Shout out
I swear.
Chad. Shout out to Chad, man.
Oh man, from the Gulf of America is crazy too. But yeah, next match on that card was Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Bro, I don't know who wrote these captions. Started insanely boring. But the last 3-4 minutes didn't make me want to kill myself. That's the caption.
Accurate.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I didn't like this match.
Oh, good.
I didn't like this match at all. That's why when you brought up Naomi and Jade, I was like, it wasn't a bad match. This was a bad match for me. Charlotte don't got it for me no more. I'm sorry, bro.
I don't think it was. I think it was more of a situation of them just not getting along in real life and not being on the same page. Because before WrestleMania, I was talking to my homie and we was like, who would be my performance of the night? And I said, I think Tiffany could have a real star-making performance at WrestleMania this weekend versus Charlotte. But it, takes two to tango. Obviously, your partner has to be just as good. And I don't feel like Charlotte gave a damn.
That's my point.
To be honest with you.
That's my point. That's why Charlotte ain't got it for me no more. Charlotte, if you don't want to do business, this ain't this is not the division for you. They don't
not at WrestleMania.
Let's make this.
Let's be real.
They don't need Charlotte anymore. I don't know if you notice Raw with these NXT women coming to Raw and the crowd going crazy. We don't need Charlotte anymore. I salute her, and I'm sorry that you're going through things in your personal life, but this is too many times with Charlotte Flair that we're having these issues where she doesn't want to do business with a competitor on a big stage. If that's the case, I'm hoping that the match was just clunky. So let me just say that. I hope that they just were in the match, but leading up to it, things got personal because Charlotte was on her usual BS. Let's keep it a full beat.
And we've never seen Charlotte that rattled, I don't feel like. That was like Charlotte was out of her comfort zone, it felt like. Oh, Tiffany had her.
You could see it. You
easily.
We've never seen Charlotte speechless. so they had nothing to say, bro.
She threw that shot at Ludwig Kaiser. I'm not even gonna get into it.
It was super nasty, by the way.
But the match, like I said, it could I wasn't suicidal during this match at all. That's crazy.
Not. But
but it did turn up towards the end, and then that's when it got good. It definitely, I expected such a better match, to be honest with you. This was one of the ones I was really looking forward to this weekend, too, to be honest with you.
It should have been one of those past and notorious matches, man. It should have been that for Tiffany. Tiffany hasn't done anything wrong to not deserve that moment from Charlotte.
She's been great.
She doesn't need your respect. She's been holding down the SmackDown Women's Division after you got hurt, even though that's not your fault. She's been the main event woman in that, and she's done very well.
She has. That's for real. That's real. Main event for night one. Triple threat match. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Incredible match, man. That was a great triple threat match. I had my reservations about it all at first because I didn't. Punk and Seth was the rivalry for me. The Roman thing getting thrown into it and the Paul Heyman thing at first was like, favors and all this and that. It's like, But then once the story started getting told a little bit more, I got excited about it. And then the finish of the match, obviously we saw Paul Heyman turn on both Roman and CM Punk.
Crazy.
And that was wild to me. It was wild. We were in a Luxor watching in the bar, and everybody's into it. I'm talking about everybody's edge of their seat, like, what's going on? What's going to happen? It's after Paul handed Roman a chair, Roman turned around. For some reason, the screens froze for everybody in the entire bar. It was a collective, like everybody, because we all knew exactly what was going to happen. When the screen came back on, his arm was already up there. He already hit him with a low blow.
Damn.
So but the thing is, we all knew collectively exactly what was going to happen. And shout out my girl Lucia from Lashes and Lariats. She actually called it. She completely called the fact that Paul Heyman is leaving with Seth Rollins in her prediction video. I was hoping Brock Lesnar came back personally. That's another talk for another time. But I was really hoping Brock was coming back. But dope finish, dope storytelling. I'm very curious again to see where this Heyman guys group is going to go and what they're going to do. Wrestling is so lit again; it's crazy. But do you think that was the right call for the end of night one?
Yeah. I did. you gotta have some element of surprise. It's a main event. There's no title here. I mean, something. It's WrestleMania. Something major gotta happen. But I love this, man, I love it for Seth Rollins, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm a Seth Rollins fan, so
Oh yeah,
whatever, wham. But bro, just seeing the evolution he has over all these different characters, like he could. Don't matter if because I didn't figure Seth could turn heel again because to me he's been an asshole. So
that's true. This is true.
For him to be able to pull that off just by stealing Paul Heyman, and then you add Braun Breaker to the mix,
crazy.
Yo,
you know, I saw flashes of heel during the run with CM Punk anyway. Because it's like the crowd didn't really know who to choose, but Punk is saying so, or Seth was saying some wild stuff about the crowd for liking CM Punk. So you can kind of see the right ones on the wall. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, though, to get that full Seth heel turn, they got to change his music. Like, I don't want y'all singing for me no more.
It's going to break my heart for them to do that. I'm not ready for that. Can we talk about something else?
It's sensitive subject over here.
I'm not ready for them to do that. I don't think they have to, bro. Because I mean, his music has technically been the same. Like it's kind of the same music he's had.
Personally, I get it, but I don't. If I don't want nobody singing my top heels theme song when he comes out.
But that's the thing. You got to remember who Seth Rollins is, though. That's why I said I don't think they need to do that because, like I said, he's egotistical. Like Seth really doesn't. He's just trying to be the savior of wrestling. If we keep it a full buck, he's not necessarily trying to be a heel. He's just like, hey, I'm here to save wrestling. I'm here to lead. He's back to his Messiah days. That's exactly what he is. So the prophecy has been fulfilled. Keep his music.
Let me ask you this, because we heard. I've seen online people fan theories and whatnot saying that CENA may be another member of this Heyman group.
Doesn't he belong to The Rock? Nah.
At this point, The Rock just we don't count on Rock for nothing anymore. We waiting for Moana 3. That's it. Fast and Furious 17 and Moana 3, and we're like.
I'm just saying, like John
Red 1 and Red 2.
I don't think John needs to be a part of any stable. Like that's just me. I just think he's totally his own entity. He doesn't need help. I don't think Seth needs John Cena either, to be honest with you.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't, because so you bring John in and then you overshadow Braun Breaker. We don't want that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm saying Braun Breaker being neck and neck with greatness like that, CM Punk or John Cena, Seth Rollins is going to elevate him either way, just by association.
Seth Rollins is enough. John not trying to give nobody. John not trying to give nobody that time anyway. It's all about him. So
you're right. You're right about that.
John mentor nobody. Right?
That was that was an internet thing. I said I put it up in the atmosphere, see what you thought about it. And Jeannie said the same thing. She don't think Cena will.
Nah, I don't see that.
As far as that stable, though, I seen some other people saying like if you could add anybody else to that stable online. First off, let me ask you, if you could add one more person to it, who would it be?
Becky.
Well, that too, for sure. But another male.
You know who would be dope?
Who that?
Drew McIntyre.
Yo.
Drew McIntyre would be fired.
That might be overkill, bro. Yo, what if him and Brian had a spear Claymore combo finisher, dog?
That would be insane.
The joint is just called Homicide. I would like to see Carmelo Hayes join it. I think it's time. Melo won that the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Didn't he throw out Andrade to finish up their their little situation to get it?
Yeah,
that's a great way to wrap that story up. I feel like I don't want Melo teaming with the Miz. I don't think not for me. But
I think there's a call up going to happen. Melo's going to have some help very soon.
Okay, I see where you're going with it. But since we were talking about the triple threat match, Cena, Roman, and Punk, Roman, and Rollins, let's talk about another triple threat match for the weekend. And they say this is the better triple threat match between the two. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair.
Match of WrestleMania.
The match of WrestleMania. Oh, whoa. That's what you call it? The match of WrestleMania?
It's not close to me. It's not close. This was the best match of WrestleMania, in my opinion. The false finishes, the finish, Io Sky being able to retain out of all of that. Nah, it was the best wrestling match to me of the weekend. You could factor in storyline, whatever, cool. I get your point on that. But just as far as like wrestling, like what I would see like on AEW or something, like AEW said this is where the best wrestle. It was that type of match for me. It was matches WrestleMania for me.
I'm not even gonna argue with that because it was a hell of a match. And as far as I guess the excitement factor, the closest thing to it was the previous night's main event, that triple threat match. Was a hell of a match. Them ladies kind of did steal the show. I can't hold you.
They set the tone, though. Like, I noticed a big difference in between night 1 and night 2 after the first match. Bro, they set the tone for night 2.
Easily. Because I feel like they heard, because a lot of people were complaining about night 1. A lot of people complained about night 1. And I feel like they heard that. It was like, you know what? We gotta turn up. We gotta go there and do our thing. And they did that. They did just that. And it was amazing. They definitely set the tone. Next match after that, Sin City Street Fight, Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. How'd you like the match?
It was all right. I mean, I guess I'm kind of spoiled on Drew McIntyre because of the Seth Rollins the CM Punk Hell in a Cell thing. So to have a street match, it was all right. What did you think? It was just all right for me.
Super violent. I enjoyed that. I think the build-up for Priest and Drew felt kind of forced, and it took away some of the interest in the match for me. But they did deliver. They definitely delivered. It was a pretty good match in my opinion. Like I said, it's nice and violent, like I wanted it to be. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I was kind of hoping that was it for it, but as we saw on Friday, Damian is not done with Drew. So where is it going to go from here? Is what I'm getting out of this.
What's your opinion on Damian Priest right now? From where he's been, from like world championship to now, what's your opinion on him?
Damien is a star. When he was Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor, I was like, yo, I like this guy. He's there. He's a big guy, but he does, tope suicidos, and he does the Razor's Edge, which is already too. Razor Ramon is one of my guys. Shout out to the bad guy. Rest in peace. But I've always liked Damian Priest. I was happy he got his moment at WrestleMania last year. And I was worried about it after him winning at WrestleMania last year, too. Because it's like, all right, so when he loses, what happens? Where does he go from there? When he leaves Judgment Day and goes on his own, are the people still going to react and respond the same way they do? Are they still going to show him the love that they did and keep him in the forefront of the, to be, the face of the Puerto Rican community in WWE? Currently it feels kind of lackluster. Maybe I'm tripping.
Is it? Do you feel like it's bad booking? Do you feel like there's something missing with his character now? Do you feel like it's boredom? Like what do you feel like the reason is that this current iteration of Damian Priest is lackluster?
I don't know, man. I mean, again, the story with Drew felt forced. The natural story for me was the whole after Royal Rumble was the whole LA Knight and Drew thing. So it felt like, okay, they got to get something else for Damian, but they didn't. They just pushed it through anyway, and that's what took away from it for me. I don't know why exactly, but it just felt forced. But as far as he goes, I might have to say bad booking. I might have to say it's bad booking. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask you this question, and I'm gonna go get my water. I am listening to you.
Uh-huh.
So, if you think it was bad booking, what stars would you have rather seen him face during this time that you think would have elevated his character and what he can do? I'm gonna go get my water.
You good. He deserves to be in a title picture, I feel like. If he lost that heavyweight championship, I get it. I understand. It was time for him to lose it, whatever, whatever. But why not put him in a U.S. championship picture? Why not put him in an Intercontinental Championship picture? Why not team him with somebody? Put him in a tag title picture. But these meaningless matches, essentially, and same thing with Drew. Drew deserved more. Drew deserved a lot more.
I got it. Yeah.
So that's
hold on. Drew's been cooking though. Like Drew's been like.
That's why he deserves more. If he wasn't in the title picture, put him in a U.S. title picture at least. Again, him versus LA Knight. That would have been it. Not anymore. Because because Drew won. He is because Drew won the match by disqualification Friday. So yeah, he is in the. Yeah, you're right.
Yep,
but him and Priest isn't over though.
Priest better get in where he fit in. Priest better get in where he fit in. I'm trying to see this Drew McIntyre Jacob Fatu match. I'm trying to see that.
Nah, that joint is gonna hit. I ain't gonna hold you. Willie, what's going on, my boy? Of course, we appreciate you tuning in. Another big fan of the show. Willie, we hope you see you next in 13 days at Ready or Not out here in New Bern, man. I hope I see you out there. Yeah, get in where you fit in, Drew. Priest.
I don't know what to do with him, man. Like, I don't know what to do with Drew. I meant Damian, man. Like, I feel bad.
It's tough.
But it's just there's so many like top stars now. Like that's why I'm kind of like my head is a little spinning because at this point, like we're not very far removed from WrestleMania. We really don't have any new storylines, to be honest with you. We don't. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's pure speculation at this point. But find something for him.
You do got to think about it. Right now, we got Roman Reigns and John Cena and CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes and all these people at the top. So it is kind of hard to get them in there.
And I think he will be in the U.S. title picture, though, because I think the U.S. title is going to be what like John Cena's going to have that. Salute.
Shout out my man Willie. Got that ringside seat.
Bring a
That's what's up.
But,
oh, God. Bring a prosthetic leg.
Yeah, bring a prosthetic leg. Exactly. But I think he'll be in the U.S. title picture because I got the U.S. title picture being that title that's being actually shown and defended because it's the
workhorse championship.
Like Roman had the title and they had the U.S. It's going to be like that. Like he'll be
okay. Okay. All right. So next match, since we're talking about mid-card championships, Fatal 4-Way Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Dominic versus Finn Balor. Hell of a match. Shout out to Dirty Dom, bro.
Shout out to my boy Dom.
Yes. Hey, how the boy go from just the most hated heel in pro wrestling to getting that type of reaction for winning at WrestleMania? This is like a natural progression, a natural face turn. Dom didn't do anything to make the crowd, turn the sway towards him other than win that championship. They went crazy for him.
Went crazy, yep.
I actually love to see that, man. Like, bro, they had a ladder match for custody, this little nigga, boy. And now he's the Intercontinental Champion, bro. That's crazy. That's dope.
And legit Intercontinental Champion. No funny stuff. Legit Intercontinental Championship, seized on his moment and cashed in on his own, and then cashed on his own mans.
Crazy. Crazy.
His own mans to get to it. He tried
to gotta do what you gotta do.
He tried to turn on Finn, it ain't working out. We gotta work on that. But I was really like kind of like a single tear.
Hey, let me ask you this. Do you feel like, because like you said, he did his own man's dirty. He frog splashed his own man's to win that championship. Do you feel like WWE wanted it to be the other way around, where Dom get booed and it turns Finn face and gets him out of Judgment Day?
I don't think they care about that at WrestleMania. Like, I don't think they look for crowd reaction at WrestleMania because if we go back to the main event, they were cheering John and booing Cody. Like
crazy.
So WrestleMania is not really the place where you can kind of predict what a crowd is going to do.
Right, it's true.
So I think Dom is supposed to be a heel, and I think it just organically turned into this amazing moment for. I wonder if he wasn't supposed to win the match, and they heard because WWE does do this,
change stuff up on the fly.
Where they're like, oh, they really rocking with Dom. Hey, no. Let's go ahead and give them time. I wonder if they did that, man.
I don't know. I really don't know, but I will say that match was fire. I did think it was way too soon for Penta to get the Intercontinental Championship, so I wasn't expecting him to win anyway.
Me too.
I kind of figured Dom was going to win, but I was hoping Finn did win because Finn deserves more.
Yes, he does.
Finn definitely deserves more. I didn't think Braun Breaker was going to leave with that championship, to be completely honest with you. I didn't see that. But yeah, shout out Dominic Mysterio, man. Again, it is deserved though, because he's been killing it the last couple years ever since he came out with that tattooed tear after spending 2 hours in jail. Dom has been absolutely killing it, bro. So yeah, he deserved that championship win. I'm happy he got the reaction he got. That video, I don't know if you saw, he posted he was backstage and ran into Scott Steiner with the Intercontinental Championship. Like, yeah. I just beat your son.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Hey, how can you be a face and do stuff like that? Like he pulled up on his pops. Like, yeah, I did that.
Because he's right. Because everybody been shitting on Dom for a long time.
No, that's real.
Dom got a reason to talk his stuff, man. Like, cool.
That's
like,
facts.
We accept that, yo. Modern day Eddie Guerrero, bro, for real. Like,
I agree, and that's what I like about it too. That there's so many callbacks to Eddie.
To be honest with you, Eddie started getting cheered the same way. Like,
you got a point.
Because Eddie was never really a good guy. Like,
you actually got a damn good point there.
Eddie was always despicable, and then one day we were just like, yo, that's fire, actually.
That kind of says something about us as people cheering with people that lie, cheat, and steal. That kind of says something about us, to be honest with you. But I'm here for it. I ain't gonna hold you. Don't let me cap you down. Next, honestly, probably my favorite moment of WrestleMania weekend. Randy Orton looking for his surprise opponent, and it being Joe Hendry. Joe, the TNA champion, had a debut match at WrestleMania, bro. How huge is that?
It's major for him. I'm super happy for him.
Yo, El Juggalo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you tuning in.
Go ahead, because the comments about to be mad at me, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, first and foremost, to the people that are like, oh, they just made Joe Hendry look so weak, blah, blah, blah. No, they buried Joe Hendry. Bro, he just got a moment in front of 61,000 people were singing that song, clapping their hands, waiting for him to do the shit. You know what I mean? So how is that an L for TNA or Joe Hendry? Please make that make sense for me.
I can't. That doesn't make sense to me. Like,
none. And again, Joe Hendry, I don't know how long he's been wrestling, how long he's been doing this thing for or whatever, but again, he's a TNA champion. He had a match at WrestleMania against one of the most iconic wrestlers in WWE history, Randy Orton. He got RKO. That was a moment, bro. When he hit the spin and got RKO'd out of it, insane. And then Randy Orton did his turn with his own flair on it. That is a big win for Joe Hendry, bro.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Come on, man.
Yes, it is. Not everything in WWE is an L, guys. Like,
right. Every loss is not a loss.
You could win and lose at the same time. In WWE.
Shout out my man Los in here, man. What up, Los? What's happening with you, Brody? He said Hendry went through the other forbidden door, the one with the gold doorknob. He said, folks just want to find something to complain about. That's all. Mania's about moments, and that right there was a moment. Exactly. It was 110% a moment. An unforgettable moment for wrestling fans. Definitely an unforgettable moment for Joe Hendry. And shout out to Hendry, too, because he was all over Vegas the whole weekend. Different events. TNA had an event. He was at Fourth Rope. He was all over the place. And then also at WrestleMania. That's crazy. That was dope.
Y'all can hate me, though. I'm annoyed with him now, though, so...
You're annoyed with Joe Hendry? Talk to me. What's happening?
I want to punch him in the face, man. He just got a face I want to punch. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it's about, bro. Like, I'm not. He didn't do anything. Like, he's a great in-ring competitor. His mic work is okay. I was cool with his moment at WrestleMania, but I don't know what happened. Something at WrestleMania just shifted when I heard his song. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but it's just like, yo,
bro. Because I talked about this on the show. I talked about this on the show one time before. Like, I'm kind of tired of it. I'm kind of tired of the clapping. It's getting like, what are we doing with it? Yeah. But when you really see in the larger scale and see how big it is, pause, then again, that's 61,000 people. You can't look at TNA as a little company no more. You can't look at Joe Hendry as a little guy anymore when you got 61,000 people singing your song. And happy to see you get RKO'd. Like, that's major. Speaking of Joe Hendry, though, at Fourth Rope, that was a moment. He didn't wrestle or anything. He came out there talking to the crowd and whatnot. The Godfather came out and offered him some hoes. And he took them.
He took
legendary stuff. He took the hose.
Never mind, Joe Hendry, I'm sorry, bro. He didn't tell me this story before we was on air, dog.
He accepted the hose, bro.
Nah, never mind. Joe Hendry goated. Never mind. The Godfather put you on. Never mind. I'm sorry.
That was dope. Hey, we're going to talk a lot more about Fourth Rope in a minute. I'm going to give y'all a recap of the whole Vegas trip and whatnot. But yeah, I do agree with Loso, too, in the chat. It's the character and the gimmick. The song is what got Joe Hendry over. And Joe Hendry knows how to market himself. Joe Hendry... Bruh, he's in PUBG. They just put him in PUBG.
PUBG's still around?
It is. I'd rather see him in Warzone, to be honest with you, but still.
Yeah.
It's not even under TNA license or anything. This is Joe Hendry off the muscle. Yeah, got himself in a video game, bro. Immortalized in a video game.
Nah, that's fire.
That's incredible, bro. We know what's going to happen as soon as his contract with TNA runs out. Come on. Straight to the main roster. Yep. Straight to SmackDown or something. Probably versus Randy Orton again. Get his get back. He might even get to win this time. But shout out Joe Hendry, man. Salute him.
But I'm just happy they found something for Randy to do. Like, I was like kind of like nerd because we don't have too many Randy Orton WrestleManias, bro. So that's why I was upset when people were like, "Oh, it's an L for Joe Hendry." How they could? I'm like, hold on, like we don't have many Randy Orton wrestlers. He's lucky to be in the same ring as Randy Orton, knowing that could be Randy Orton's last WrestleMania if anything goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's real.
Nah, it was major for Joe Hendry.
Facts, super facts. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Randy Orton and the surprise opponent in a minute. We got to talk about that Karrion Kross conversation in a second. Next match on the card was AJ Styles, Logan Paul. How'd you feel about it?
Match was okay. It was the typical Logan Paul match. You thinking he can't wrestle, and then he shows you some stuff. Like,
I wish people would stop sleeping on Logan Paul for real. Logan is one of them.
I don't know why people hate him so much. Like, really hate him.
You talk about people with punchable faces. That's Logan Paul to a T.
Yeah, but they try to pretend like he can't wrestle and he can't. Like he
can go.
Like, I don't. Like
he does make it about him in a sense. He wants to get that viral moment for his brand. I do get that. I could kind of understand other, wrestlers getting annoyed by that. But it's also good for the product. It makes more people want to tune in and see what you're doing up there too. You know what I'm saying?
I think people forget Logan Paul's following, like how popular
he's huge, bro.
Really is, like him and his brother. I think people have a tendency to forget that. So.
And I actually also agree with that too. AJ definitely should have won that match. There was no real benefit. Truthfully, there's no real benefit to either one of them win or losing. This match, again, felt like another forced match to me. Personally, I would have rather had AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross.
Me too.
Just to be transparent. In which at the finish of that match, we saw Karrion Kross come out there and try to hand AJ the brass knuckles. AJ said, "Nah, I'm good, cuz," and then went in there and lost. So maybe you should have took them brass knuckles, AJ. Just
like a big dummy.
On God.
Karrion Kross was totally correct about AJ Styles.
Pretty much.
Can we talk about the outburst, please?
We're going to get into that right now. Yeah, let's do it.
Can we talk about the outbursts?
Karrion Kross is goated, my boy. Apparently, what I'm reading, these are, shout out Dirt Sheet Radio, shout out Johnny Dirt Sheet, but I read on the Dirt Sheets that this was scripted, but he went off the rails. Like, he was supposed to go in there pissed off and talk heavy about it, but he started like really putting his personal issues and personal feelings in there, and they kind of ran with it. And it was amazing. It makes me want to see everything Karrion Kross does. No, scratch that. I don't want to see nothing else Karrion Kross does. I want to see what Killer Kross does going forward. I need this man to get a push. He is incredible on that microphone. He is incredible in that ring. And like I saw another interview with him or a vlog he did where he was talking about how people approach him, and he said usually they always talk about his run in NXT and how great it was. Nobody talks about since he's been on the main roster. But now from after that, they're starting to talk about, him on the main roster, what they want to see, who they want to see him against, so on and so forth. I'm here for it. He is an incredible talent, bro. Like, stop. When he first came back, when Triple H rehired him, they had him in a situation with Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. Then that just went nowhere. Nowhere. And if you notice, I think we talked about this before, he has been at the root of every heel turn that has happened lately.
Every single one.
When AJ went heel, when Shinsuke went heel, when the New Day went heel, every single one of them, they all had run-ins with Karrion Kross beforehand. They need to play that devil on your shoulder thing up with him. The devil, whatever. Seth too. Mm-hmm. And again, what he said is like, bro, we're in Vegas. This is my hometown. This is where I started wrestling at in the first place. You needed another opponent for Randy Orton. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? AJ needed an opponent. You gave him Logan Paul instead of me. And I get that. Like, I genuinely get that. Would Logan Paul get more people to tune in to Killer Kross? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I get it from a business standpoint. But fuck it. Make it a triple threat match. Mm-hmm. Karrion Kross deserved that. He's been like one of the dopest utility players in the background for like the last year or so, bro. Put some respect on that man's name is all I'm saying.
I'm gonna let you ride off with that. I ain't nothing else for me to say. You got that. Like, I totally agree, bro. I totally agree. I like that they gave him his old entrance too. So maybe they are starting to go back to what we knew Karrion Kross really should be. No funny stuff. It seemed like everything he's been doing, he's been keeping it real. Even on Monday Night Raw, when they do their 3-minute thing where everybody else sees commercials and other people sees like promos and stuff, he kills it there too.
He's a GOAT, bro.
Even when the crowd may not rock with something that he's saying, he's quick with it. He's able to switch it, and then the crowd gets back into it. Bro, I want to see good things from Karrion Kross. He deserves it, and he was right with everything that he said in that.
He was, bro. He is a top talent, and they need to treat him like that, bro. He needs to be He needs to be in that main event picture. Do I see him?
Maybe. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, I'll say, do I see him beating a John Cena for a title? Probably not. But do I see him taking it from Jey Uso? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I see him going one-on-one with Gunther to like a crazy violent match? Banger too. I see that. I see that from him. Again, look at his NXT matches. He put on some versus Shinsuke down there. A lot of people down there. Man, come on, man. Put some respect on my boy name. Shout out Killer Kross. We're not going to talk too much about this match because Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about this match. I'm going to talk about same thing. The disrespect they show Bayley. It annoys me so bad that Bayley is so good and put on so many classics in WWE. Last year, she was champion going into WrestleMania. Her face wasn't even on the bus. She wasn't on the main promo flyer. Like, they didn't give a damn about her. That was foul. But to take her, not even a real injury, a storyline injury, take her out of a match the day before WrestleMania, bruh. Did you see the interview with Chris Van Vliet?
Mm-hmm.
Where she's like, I don't know when this is gonna air, but y'all gonna be even more mad. She knew it was fucked up. Man, I wouldn't mind seeing Bayley join that heel group with Paul Heyman, to be honest with you.
That would be lit.
She has a reason to complain. She has a reason to be upset. I wouldn't even be mad to see her go AEW, to be honest with you. Maybe she can give Mercedes the spark she need again and have them fire matches again. Who knows? But Bayley deserves so much better. So much better. Becky Lynch, I've never been that much of a Becky fan anyway, to be real with you. And to give Becky Bayley's main or WrestleMania spot, dirty. Absolutely dirty. I don't like it. Triple H, you come on, brother. Come on, brother. There's so much more I want to say about that, but I'm gonna chill. My blood pressure, I feel it, brother. I feel it.
I'm gonna start out by saying I completely agree with your sentiment, but I was kind of the one person on the show who did kind of say that I can kind of see Bayley not being on WrestleMania. I did say it's just
cold-blooded.
It's not that I didn't want Bayley to not be on WrestleMania. Is that this is why I say I agree with you though. Is that I didn't feel like Bayley should be on WrestleMania because there was nothing really WrestleMania for Bayley. Like there was nothing there for me.
That match was.
You know what I'm saying? There was nothing there for me to see like, oh, okay, well, if I want Bayley on WrestleMania, I want Bayley to have a WrestleMania moment. Like, don't just give me Bayley in a thrown together. I don't want to see that. Like, I want to see that at all. No, I want to see Bayley have a WrestleMania moment.
No, that's facts.
So it was like, that's why when I heard they took her off, I was like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. But I'm cool with it because she does deserve more than that.
That's true too.
That's the only reason why I'm not super like tight about it. Like I totally agree with your point. She does deserve better. Like I wasn't cool with her not being on the flyers for last year's WrestleMania being the champion. I wasn't cool with that at all. Like we pointed that out. How that's kind of crazy.
It's kind of wild, bro.
But I don't know, man. I don't see her going to AEW either. Regardless of everything that did happen, Bayley did say she loves WWE. WWE is always going to be her home. She wants to stay. I
don't want her to start getting that Natalya treatment, though.
Oh, no, that's too far. No, she needs to leave before that.
I don't want her to get that Natalya treatment because Natalya is...
And Natty's cooking, by the way. So
fire! Man, listen. Yeah, Natty's doing her thing, bro. But I don't want I don't want people to start treating her like, and because I was guilty of it too. It's like another Natty match. You know, I'm go outside and smoke. You know, I don't want that for Bayley.
Yeah.
Because Natty's so much better. She deserves. They pretty much made Natty the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
She comes in and loses to the new talent. That was pretty much it. The Miz of the female division.
And Natty's done so much for that division too, bro.
Right. So, that's what I'm saying. Her lineage alone should earn her some more respect than that.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want Bayley to go by that because Bayley gave us so many classics. Bayley was part of this whole women's revolution that made us start taking women's wrestling a lot more serious. The four horsewomen.
to be honest with you, the four horsewomen, their time is almost up because Charlotte's not great. Becky has a baby. Mercedes is in AEW now. She's not necessarily on a great trajectory, in my opinion. Maybe that gets better, but I haven't been the biggest Mercedes Moné fan since she got there. And now Bayley. So this could just be natural progression of the women's division, especially after what we saw on Monday. I love Bayley.
I don't like it.
Because the women in the NXT got to go somewhere. It's a lot of them. Like,
it's a lot of, yeah.
I'm trying to say, like,
I feel you.
This day was going to come where it's like, all right, Pickett's starting to get a little.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. Put some respect on my girl, man. Jeez.
Do you think she's going to be all right at AEW, though?
Yes, absolutely. I could see her, man. Bangers with Chris Statlander. Bangers with Jamie Hayter. Again, her and Mercedes could start their rivalry over again. Toni Storm versus Bayley? Come on, man. Heaters.
Maybe she just needs that, man. Maybe it's just time for...
I would like to see Bayley take that independent scene run. On some like Cody type situation where... Maybe she could do a checklist of women she want to take off and take out New Japan and you know, these other different places. I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
So what would you like to see Bayley do in WWE right now?
Not get taken off WrestleMania last minute. I'd like to. She belongs in a main event. I feel like if not a main event, at least with a championship mid card. That Intercontinental Championship has her name on it. Bayley looks right with the Intercontinental Championship, if we're being real about it. Let her take it from Lyra Valkyria. I'm okay. Well, Becky just went heel, so we're not going to... Becky for sure is taking that title off Lyra Valkyria.
You know it. Nah, maybe not. Becky's talking about semi-retirement, quote. I don't like when they start doing that. Maybe not.
Oh, that's what she said. That was just a tease before she popped up at WrestleMania, like she won't go and be there. I didn't. Yeah. And then for them to win the tag titles to lose them the next night is wild.
Yo, know it's crazy. You know it's crazy because Becky used to hate when Charlotte did this shit. You become what you hate, my boy.
Oh God, bro.
You become what you hate.
It's crazy. Main event. We talked about it a little bit already. Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Travis Scott. Wait a minute. I'm going to read this caption. With an assist by Travis Scott via some heel tactics, John Cena set history, our 17-time world champion, a great match. Cena's not looked this good in a long time. Get fucked, Ric Flair. Ha, 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 ha. That's the caption.
Is this coming from Dirt Sheet?
Nah, it's Raja.com. Raja.com. That's where I go for a lot of my wrestling news and whatnot, other than Dirt Sheet Radio and Fightful. But yeah, it's hilarious. It does definitely sound like some Dirt Sheet Radio stuff. I ain't gonna hold you.
That sounded like a Dirt Sheet.
But they said Cena's not looked good as good in a long time. You agree with that?
I didn't think he looked good at all. That's just me. I think John looks trash in the ring, bro. He looks like Kurt
This
Angle.
is what I noticed about this match. Kurt Angle? Not like 2000 and no.
Yes, he
not
does.
Late. No.
Watch it again. Watch it again. I'm telling you, it was like, because you remember when Kurt came back, I was hyped.
Yeah.
And then I saw Kurt in the ring, and I was like, nah, this ain't it.
This is what I noticed about Cena in this match. Usually, 5 moves of doing whatever, rest holds and hip tosses and all that, which we had all that. But he did a lot more just punching, kicking, stomping. I ain't never seen Cena stomp anybody out. He stomped Cody out, bro. I've never seen him do that. Like, he jumping out putting boots on, like putting hands and feet on people. Like, he is showing heel work in the ring. And again, we have never seen this from Cena. None of that. He's not going to give you no flashy shit no more. No, you don't deserve it.
He's Stone Cold John Cena.
Basically. And I love it. He is telling a story with it that is in ring work right now, and I absolutely love it. I enjoyed it personally.
No, I still love the match. Like, it's just it plays into his character, so I'm cool with him being terrible in the ring. Like, I'm fine. Like, the John Cena can't wrestle. Yeah, you right. So what? 17. Like,
exactly.
Like,
it don't matter if I can wrestle or not. I won.
17. I won. I got the belt. So I'm cool with it, but I ain't John. Like, you could tell, like, Cody cooked him that Friday. What Cody said about when Cody went off.
Yeah,
that was all facts. And we saw it in the ring. Like, that's my point. Like, Cody already kind of told you, yeah, John not going to look great out there. His knees is bad. His back is bad. You look like Kurt Angle, bro. Like, you stand exactly like Kurt Angle. Bent knees, back look a little weird. Like, that's where we at with John Cena. So I don't expect him to look great in the ring, man. That's why I was kind of upset when people were talking about the main event was trash. Like, what do you expect? Like,
that's true. Cena moonsaulting and jumping over the top rope.
Bro,
like, come on.
He can't even stand the right way. Like, you can see it, bro. Like, of course it's not going to be an amazing match. Like, come on, bro. Stone Cold John Cena.
It's about the story. It's about the story more so than the physicality in that match. So we obviously saw Cody lost. Cody didn't even come to Raw or SmackDown this week.
Cody's a ghost. I have no idea.
What is next for Cody Rhodes?
Take some time off. Enjoy your family.
He needs that for sure.
Take some time. That's it.
But what happens though? Does he come when he comes back? What is he doing? Is he going to interfere in the Randy Orton Cody match or Randy Orton Cena match at Backlash?
I don't think we need to see him at Backlash. Like, I really think Cody deserves like some legit time off.
He's been doing a lot. He's really been doing a lot.
Injuries, all types of stuff, bro. Cody's carried this thing. Like, even when Roman wasn't here, no matter how you felt about Cody was carrying the company.
What you mean? How I felt about Cody? Cody's a great guy. I love Cody.
Not you. I'm talking about the people who watch here. You know what I'm saying?
The people.
I know.
Just not me.
I know you front on this camera.
Front?
I know you front. Yeah, I know you front on this camera. I'm talking to them. We established but. I just think he needs some time off, man. Let his storyline develop. This is a great time to give Randy Orton his moment. I don't see.
Hold on.
What?
Are you saying putting Orton over Cena?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It just doesn't have to end at Backlash. Like, that's my
true.
point. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Randy have because there's history in between. I'm really interested in this John Cena Randy Orton thing. Because let's not forget Randy Orton punted John Cena's dad. So
that did happen.
I'm sure there's some bad blood in between him and Randy Orton that needs to be settled before a week. So
this is true.
Cody, just relax, bro. Relax. Chill out. We'll figure out Cody down the line.
Are you bringing Cody back into the title picture, though?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't.
Some way, you know what it depends on though? It depends on Dwayne. I'm gonna just keep it real. It depends on Dwayne. I was cool with him not being at WrestleMania because he already did say that it doesn't need to be a payoff in between this thing. And John Cena was in the 17 was bigger than whatever The Rock was trying to do with him having his soul and whatever. Cool. I'm cool with him not being at WrestleMania. But I think he has to like at least get back into that storyline because that's not finished yet.
Him and Cody has to happen, I feel like. Rock and Cody. I feel like. As a match. And I think we'll get the same thing we got out of Cena Cody. Like, it doesn't have to be a spectacular barn burner, but just tell the story in it. Just finish whatever story y'all started from Bad Blood when Rock came out with Roman and Cody in the ring and all that. Finish, like, don't leave us hanging there. Finish that story. That's the story I cared about being finished, not the one at WrestleMania 40.
I don't know, man. Don't you kind of feel like The Rock is trying to take on like the role of Vince McMahon storyline a little bit? That's why I don't think it needs to be a match. It's because I think Dwayne will still be heavily involved in WWE in some sort of way.
I don't know.
It needs to be a match.
But I just need something. Well, I don't. Cody's too big of a star to not be in the main event picture. That's what I don't quite understand about it. I get why he lost. Did he have to lose at WrestleMania? I don't think so. To be honest with you. Am I happy? I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna answer that.
See, you almost tripped yourself up because you tired.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah. As far as what I think is next for Cody, I feel like he's gonna eventually be the one to take the title back off Cena before Cena leaves.
Yeah, me too.
What did Cena say at Royal Rumble? I get 17 to be the man that hand it to the next, whatever he said. But I think he was alluding to handing the title back to Cody.
Handing it back to Cody. Exactly. Yeah, me too.
So off of WrestleMania, speaking of off of WrestleMania, great segue. The SmackDown Tag Team titles got left off of WrestleMania.
Despicable.
Absolutely disgusting. Nastiest of nasty work.
You had match after match fall apart too. Let's keep that. You had match after match fall apart. You could have put them on there.
But I gotta give Street Profits their flowers, bro. I gotta give them their flowers just because they use that. They use that as motivation. Same thing, not just the Profits though. Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, and DIY. They use that as motivation to give us one of the best TLC matches in history on free TV, bro. Mm-hmm. Like that wasn't even a pay-per-view, and they fought like it was WrestleMania all over again. That's why I got to get them boys their credit. Street Profits are easily one of the greatest tag teams of all time, and that solidified it to me, to be completely honest with you. Montez has always been the Shawn Michaels of Street Profits, right? Like, he's a standout. Mm-hmm. Dawkins, Angelo Dawkins, it seems like he realized people were trying to count him out. And the way he stepped it up ever since is crazy. And Friday night, I felt like was the culmination of that. And he feeling it too. If you look at his social media, he's so proud of that match, just like everybody else is. All the praise he getting from all the, the legends on Twitter and social media saying, y'all did that. Like, that was incredible. That was one of the best of all time. They deserve that praise, bro. Mm-hmm. They got left off WrestleMania. It's like, I'm going to show y'all something. And they did that. Mm-hmm. That shit was incredible, bro. That was one of the best TLC matches in history. So many amazing spots. That diving over the top rope blockbuster into the crowd. Man, listen. Mm-hmm. The spear off the ladder through the table.
Shout out to Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys, bro. That moment broke my damn heart. Yo.
Hey, what up, Jared? Yes, sir. That TLC match was definitely fire. Jeannie agrees. And yeah, the prosthetic leg used as a weapon was madness. I seen a TikTok where the dude that gave him his leg had recorded it when he gave it to him and everything. Mm-hmm. From that point of view, fire. But yeah, the Street Profits deserve the flowers they're getting right now from the fans, from the legends, from the locker room, everybody else. They absolutely deserve it. That match was a 5-star instant classic, bro. No question. I'm actually thinking about going to rewatch it when we get off live, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I got to rewatch it too. I got to rewatch it because there was a lot
Banger.
Going on. Like, I was dealing with MLB and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got to rewatch it. But looking up, I was saying, I'm like, damn, I got to rewatch this match. Damn, I got to rewatch this match. Like,
but again, the fact that it was left off WrestleMania and then they come out and perform like that on a SmackDown was commendable for sure. A lot of people would have been defeated. Like, felt, they left me off WrestleMania. I didn't go to. I bet they won't miss WrestleMania next year. Mm-hmm. I bet they're gonna be on that card next year.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah. So that was on SmackDown Friday. Also on SmackDown, we saw Aleister Black come back, bro, with the OG music, the OG entrance, everything. How you feeling about it?
Bro, I was laying in bed with my girl, bro. And it took everything in my power. And I told her, I said, hey, if you wasn't here, I'd tear my room up. I'd tear my room. You know how I feel about Aleister Black, bro?
Bro,
that's my guy. Yo,
Facts.
I was so happy to see Aleister Black back. It just feels right. The music, the entrance, it just feels like, oh yeah, like he's supposed to be here. Like I've
For
always
sure.
felt that about Aleister Black. Him and Triple H, to me, in my opinion, where I want Aleister Black to go is I want Aleister Black to be the new Undertaker. That's what
I'm here for it.
I feel like he has the finisher to be dominant enough that nobody be able to kick out of at WrestleMania, and he has the dark entrance. So if you want to do a new Ministry of Darkness, you don't know what the Wyatt Six got going on.
Ooh,
if you added Aleister Black to the Wyatt Six, oh my God, bro. Oh
that's
my
heat.
God, bro.
That's heat, low key. He's like their minions, or he just send them out there like he don't say nothing. They just kind of point and they just go. Him and Uncle Howdy could be the tag team or something.
Bro,
what I'm saying?
One of my biggest Bray Wyatt regrets is that we couldn't see peak Bray Wyatt against peak Aleister Black.
Banger, bro. Certified. The storytelling alone would have been amazing. That's one of them situations where I wouldn't even have cared about the match as much as I would have cared about the build up towards it.
Yep.
That could have been a fire cinematic match for that matter.
Yep.
But yeah, Aleister Black, he was one of my favorite guys in NXT and WWE, and I feel like he got ruined. Same situation, ended up leaving.
Did he ever leave NXT? No, right? Like they kept him down there to kind of like. Did he leave NXT?
He came to the main roster.
He wasn't up there long, right?
Couldn't have been. Hold on. I gotta Google this now. I need research.
I wanted to know because when I thought about it, I was like,
he left in June 2021. He was undefeated between 2019 and 2020.
Okay. Damn, so that shows you how bad that was, and I don't even remember it, bro. Nah.
He was on Raw. He was on Raw. So he was on the main roster. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm on Wikipedia. I didn't know this. He got drafted to SmackDown. He disappeared from TV for 6 months. When he came back, he hit Big E with a black mass. And it was supposed to be a feud between Big E and Aleister Black. But then he got let go.
Yeah, that's why I was like, he wasn't on the main roster long at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
This is time, bro. This is his time.
How do you feel about this? Again, we talked about this a second ago. The Gatekeeper, The Miz. What do you feel about this? It's just a blow-off match. It's just a welcome back to WWE win.
Yeah, I guess. The Miz is a weird thing for me because I'm a Miz fan, but I don't necessarily need the Miz in like a major title picture either. In my opinion,
I'd rather see Aleister Black come back to something more meaningful. Be honest with you.
Yeah, I can see that. That.
But at least he's back, and we got to talk about another return. Every day is Rusev Day. You feel me? Damn, that boy came back looking like a superstar. He came and destroyed tag team on his own. He's back home as well. Again, same situation. I didn't care for him that much in AEW. I was happy to see him over there. I like the Redeemer. I did like that angle, the gimmick and whatnot. But again, it feels like he's home now. And I'm excited to see what he's going to do. He's somebody. Oh my God! Rusev versus Gunther is gonna bang, my boy. You hear me? That joint, that
Rusev might
that match.
Oh no.
I would be okay with it being a heel, but I'm just saying, eventually we're gonna get that match, and it's gonna bang. I know it. Where's Sheamus at anyway? I was about to say Sheamus or Rusev would probably. He's hurt.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, those would have been some banging matches too. But I'm happy that Rusev is back for sure. I'm ready to see what's going to happen with him. They haven't announced if he's going to have a match Monday night on Raw or anything yet. But I'm ready to see what he's going to do. Put him in a title picture immediately. Let him be the one to dethrone Jay. I'm okay with that
That's crazy,
too.
yo. Nah.
I'm okay with that too.
Nah, he still got to earn his stripes, bro. Hold on. You're not doing Jay like that.
They didn't return from anywhere, but they did get called up to the main roster. Fraxium is on the blue brand now. How you feeling about that?
Fired. Tag team division needs some. Hey, I'm good with as many tag teams as you want to add to SmackDown to challenge the Street Profits to make them look better.
Now, how do you feel about, because Fraxium, they're very fast paced. Do you think they'll put on a great match against Street Profits like they have been doing?
Yes.
It's like, in my opinion, it's like contrasting styles, like harshly contrasting styles.
One thing I noticed about the Street Profits is that they can adapt to pretty much anybody. Notice they have good matches with they've had good matches with Pretty Deadly. They've had good matches with DIY. They've had good matches with Motor City Machine Guns. All of them have different styles. Machine Guns, they're not as fast as Fraxium, but they still that up-tempo pace, and Montez is still able to keep up with them. Like, Montez is always going to be the key. Like, Montez can keep up with anybody. So, but they should be all right.
That's actually the match I'm looking forward to, actually, is Fraxium versus Motor City Machine Guns. That is going to be a instant classic, too. My bad, Joe. My mom calling me, even though she knows I'm on live. Hey, Mom. So yeah, Fraxium. I think they're going to cook up there. And like you said, anybody to help beef up that tag team division is going to work for me. Zelina Vega won her first championship in WWE. Shout out Zelina, man. That's much deserved. She deserves all the TV time. She's been a trooper. She got let go, came back, and has been kind of playing that B-roll, playing the NPC in the background. You know, even after that amazing match, in my opinion, it was an amazing match in Puerto Rico with Rhea Ripley.
Was amazing, yep.
She did her thing and still got pushed to the side after that, which was kind of crazy to me. But she finally got her first championship win. How you feeling about it?
I love it. Give it back to Chelsea, though. But I love it.
Come on, dog.
Nah, man, nah. I'm part of the Chelsea, you know what I'm saying? The cabinet. I'm part of that. You know what I'm saying? So now I want the title to go back to Chelsea eventually, though. I still want Selena to have her time, man. Just because she's earned it, bro. She, like you said, they've passed over Selena a lot. And Selena's one that can actually wrestle, bro. Like, so, nah, give her a couple months. You know, give it back.
A couple months is wild. But I don't know if you noticed, Chelsea, she made a post basically saying this is her farewell address after losing the title. Is she taking a break? Is she leaving WWE? What's happening?
I don't know. I didn't even know she said that.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it exactly what she said. But she said it was her farewell address is what I remember her saying.
Maybe she's switching her character up. It's time to wrestle Penna. I'm pushing for that match, bro. I don't care.
Chelsea Green says goodbye to WWE after losing Women's United States Championship. Goodbye for now, WWE. This is my farewell address. That's what she said.
That's it. Verbatim.
Goodbye for now, WWE. This is my farewell address. That was it. Word for word.
I don't know. I know Chelsea would cook at AEW if that's where she going, though. I know for a fact that Chelsea.
She'd have fun over there for sure.
Hopefully that's not it, man. Chelsea's come a long way. I don't see a reason to let her go, bro. She's not one of them wrestlers that we're like, she needs to do more. Like, nah,
she's
like,
great every week.
You're on a great trajectory to be women's champion. So I don't. Nah, hopefully she's staying.
So if Chelsea's leaving, where do you see Alba Fire and Piper Niven going? What are they doing?
Following her, because I mean,
just even too.
Maybe Piper will stay. Maybe they'll find something for her because Piper has been able to reinvent herself. If I can notice that you're able to reinvent your character, to me, WWE is more willing to keep those people around.
Mm-hmm.
Alba Fire, they just got rid of your tag team partner, and
which I don't get.
From what I'm seeing from her, look like she gonna cook on the independent scene.
Bro, Alba Fire has always been good. You know, she was NXT UK Women's Champion for, is it the longest reigning, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
But she does her thing. Like, she's incredible in that ring. I don't feel like she's gotten her chance to really shine or cook like that since she's been on the main roster.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't like it when you are a tag team champ and then you become just like a member of a cabinet for somebody else. So now you're lower on the top. I just don't like it when they do that because I didn't think she needed to build herself up to be somebody else. But I don't know, man. Probably if Chelsea Green is going, I'm pretty sure Pipe will never will stay and she'll probably get released too. Unfortunately.
I can see that. So real quick, because I'm about to start giving y'all my little, because we're about 15 minutes left in the show or so. I'm gonna give y'all a recap of Vegas and whatnot. But before I get to that, I gotta upload this picture real quick. One second. Boom, there it is. Gotta talk about it. We are 13 days away, people. 3NT Wrestling. We linked in with our own wrestling event out here in New Bern, man. This is crazy. It is still crazy to say. We got Cedric Alexander coming to my hometown, bro. If y'all knew how small and country New Bern was, y'all would know how exciting this is for us out here. We don't get stuff like this. And I'm happy that we're able to make it happen along with United Pro Wrestling, of course. Shout out to them. Shout out to my man Jay. I reached out to Jay, was it last November or something, like, hey, we should do a wrestling event. He said, bet, let's do it. It was literally that easy. But everything started coming together. We had a few hiccups here and there, but we making it happen. And the buzz is crazy. It is all over the radio right now. Big shout out to my station, 101.9 Kiss FM. Shout out to everybody that's won tickets from me so far on the station. Shout out everybody that's pulling up to the event. Everybody's bought tickets already. It is going to be a hell of a show. We got some dope stuff planned for y'all. It's not just a wrestling event. This is a wrestling event and a party all in one. We got my man DJ R&B is going to be DJing. He's coming from Raleigh to spin for us. We got some live performances. Shout out Go 79, man. He's coming from Charlotte. I actually chopped it up with him in Vegas at Ashe Wrestling. He's the host for Ashe Wrestling in Vegas, actually. And I talked with him out there for a while. He's excited. Who else is coming through? My man Madison J is coming from Raleigh. He's got a whole a few mixtape series specifically dedicated to pro wrestling in his music. Raps Like Wrestling. I think he actually just dropped Raps Like Wrestling Part 3 recently. Man, it's a lot. It's just going to be a lot going down. It's going to be major. Get your tickets ASAP, upwonline.net. Or, of course, you can go to the station website, 1019online.com, to get you some tickets up there as well. Definitely going to be a good time, man. Shout out to Jeannie. Like I said earlier in the show, we're hooking her up with ringside seats to the show. Her son, Cedric Alexander, is her son's favorite wrestler, and he doesn't even know that he's going to be there yet. So it's going to be a surprise to him, and I'm excited to see his reaction to it. It's going to be a hell of an event, man. I'm so excited for this, bro. I really am. Let me move that. So you putting Tim's on set?
It's talking crazy, bro. You know where you at? Like, this ain't my city. I understand, but bro, I kind of grew up here. Like, you can't.
Said was talking crazy about New Bern a little bit, bro.
You gonna hurt who? Like,
hey, Shay, do you not be careful, brother?
Do you not know who Diego Hill is, bro? Everybody that WWE get rid of and he get in the ring with, know what's up. I'm gonna just
get
say
him out
that.
of there.
So
get him out of there.
Hey, look, my money on Diego Hill.
Shout out to Diego Hill, by the way. He's the UPW International Champion and the Light Heavyweight Champion. This was just a International Championship title match, but he's so confident he put both titles on the line against Sid. Both of them. Huh? He says you're going back home empty-handed, or what's happening? What's going on?
hurt people too, Cedric.
welcome to the 252, my good boy.
To the 252, my boy.
Hey, but it's a lot of.
I can't wait.
It is. It is a lot of dope matches on the card. We got tag team action, Brutality Inc. versus Top Shooters. We got women's action, TNA Diva Savannah or TNA Knockout, excuse me. TNA Knockout Savannah Evans versus CC Young, Leah Knight versus London Dior. Who else? Trayvon Ali versus Rayhan. I can't even pronounce his last name. Entius. Sorry if I messed it up. I actually saw Rayhan wrestle at Ashe Wrestling in Vegas too. The boy is good. That match is going to be a banger too, and that is for the UPW Heavyweight Championship. So we saw Trayvon. He jumped online talking spicy to Rayhan. So I'm ready to see how it turns out. Rayhan said he got some words for him too. We'll probably hear something from him tomorrow. We're going to try to get someone on the show to actually chop it up with us about the event and what they're going to do to their opponents and all that. It's going to be a good event. I'll be hosting the whole thing. Of course, Malik's going to be out there getting content and doing some commentary with the guys and all that. It's going to be dope, man. Make sure you get your tickets ASAP. You're not going to want to miss this. And this actually helps me lead right into what I was going to say. I fell in love with independent wrestling in Vegas, bro. I fell in love with independent wrestling. That's what's got me even more excited about our event coming up. I went to Ashe Wrestling. It's the first thing I did at Thursday morning when I woke up. Went to Ashe. Again, shout my girl Lucia from Lashes and Lariats. She is the social media manager for Ashe Wrestling. Ashe is based out of Charlotte, right? But they had an event in Vegas for WrestleMania weekend. It's ran by Darius Lockhart. A lot of people probably see him in AEW and run across the independent scene and whatnot. Incredible talent as well. It is predominantly, well, not predominantly, it is all black wrestling. All black wrestlers. They had Luke from Dreamville come through perform at one of their events. They got a DJ at their joints too. Like, it's for us. It's for the culture. You feel me? Such a good time. Shout out my man Calvin Tankman. We had interviewed him from DPW at one point in time when he fought Andrew Everett. He was actually at Ashe too. He had a match. AJ Francis was there. Jonathan Gresham was there. Kiera Hogan, Tasha Steeles from TNA was there. It was an incredible event. And I know you don't watch that much battle rap, Malik, but you know how you got the Hitman Hollers, you got the New Jersey Twerks, you got that's the same thing as you have in the Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I know about battle rap though.
But so you know what the PG process is, the Proving Grounds.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I know PG.
So that's what I get from independent wrestling, right? It's like independent wrestling, same thing as battle rap. When you see the PGs battle, they more hungry because they want that spotlight. They want to be where Cody Rhodes and whatnot is at. So they're going to put on even more of a show for you. You know, it don't matter if it's 5 people in there, 10 people in there. A lot of people might not know their names or who they are. They're going to make you leave and remember who they are for something they said. Right. Just like in this independent wrestling game, at these independent events, these relatively unknown people, they're going to put on more of a show to make you remember them for next time.
Right.
And that's like, I fell in love with that. Ashe Wrestling show was so dope, bro. You could tell everybody that was hungry, excited to put on a show for everybody. Same thing with Fourth Rope. Fourth Rope is essentially an independent wrestling league, but it's a much bigger budget, obviously, because we got, some superstar rappers behind it and all that. But it was more fun. It was more organic. Obviously, AEW feels like way more of an independent league than professional wrestling. You get what I'm saying? The storylines, WWE is professional wrestling. Storyline, storytelling, all that good stuff. And the matches are good, don't get me wrong, but you don't feel that same hunger a lot of the time that you do in some of those matches.
Right.
What I saw at Ashe, what I saw at Fourth Rope is unmatched, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. It was incredible. And shout out to Ashe, matter of fact. They got another show in Charlotte on June 28th. Cedric Alexander is going to be wrestling there too. Darius Lockhart versus Darius Carter for the Ashe Championship. I'm in the building. I'm pulling up. June 28th in Charlotte. I got to go. I have to. But yeah, also in Vegas, I went to a couple events. Shout out to Wale. Shout out my man Kaz. Shout out to Netflix. Netflix sponsored this year's Wale Mania.
Nice.
Bruh. For one, I got there about 2 hours late. It's okay though. We were doing Vegas stuff. But um the main thing I wanted to see in there when I got there was the battle, the fatal 4-way battle rap with Tay Rock, Chess, DNA, and Saga.
Mhm.
It delivered. It delivered. Them boys shook that room for a solid 12 minutes on stage. The crowd going crazy. It was amazing to see my boy. Again, back to battle rap shit. When I first started DJing for URL, URL is already a household or worldwide name. You know what I mean? But DJing or doing shows in like these rundown clubs and hole in the wall spots. No disrespect to the top in Richmond. But yeah, it's kind of beat up in there. Then you see these same guys that I met out there when I first time started DJing for them on this Wrestlemania stage in front of all these people, wrestling fans, not even necessarily battle rap fans, and they're going crazy. You know, that I was proud of them dudes, bro. And I said it a million times when they came back up to the VIP and everything. I was like, bro, I'm so proud of y'all, man. Yeah, I did that in front of a non-battle rap crowd and had them in the palm of y'all hands. It was amazing. It was amazing. This actually was the last Wale Mania too.
The last one. Wow.
Wale announced when he was performing, they were closing out that this is the last Wale Mania. Wale Mania 10 is the last one. I think I got a little insider info, but I ain't gonna say nothing about it live. I'll talk to you about it off camera. But yeah, this was the last Wale Mania. And again, to have such a big presence like Netflix involved with it is huge. Like when we got up to VIP, when it got up to VIP, they had a step and repeat wall with the Wale Mania logo and Netflix and strong black lead up there and everything. And it makes you realize how big this is. Like Netflix ain't no little, that ain't Tubi. You know what I mean? And Tubi's a big platform too. I'd love to be on Tubi too, which I will be later this year. Shout out to Asia Fullmore. But but yeah, man, it was huge. And if it was the last one, they went out with a bang for sure. I met X-Pac outside of Wale Mania. That was super dope. Xavier Woods, Cedric Alexander's up in our section, just chilling, having drinks, having random conversation. It was so freaking dope, bro. And that's why I called you and told you next year in New Orleans, I can't do that shit alone, bro. I need you there.
I'm pulling up.
I need you there. What else did I do? Remix Rumble. Shout out my man Roheezy. Roheezy Raps. So, you know, right before I went to Vegas, I was in Houston DJing the Daylight Rum Nitty battle. Shout out Takeover Battle Rap League for that. Roheezy is a battle rapper too. He's a battle rapper on Tay Rock's No Entourage League. He also battles for iBattle and a few other leagues and whatnot. But he runs this thing called Remix Rumble. It's a wrestling themed party. They play like I'm about to post some videos a little bit later where the crowd is just singing at the top of their lungs Shinsuke music. They're singing Triple H old theme. They're singing CM Punk the Fire Burns theme. Mm-hmm. Mark Henry's the DJ for the night, bro.
I saw clips of it.
Yeah. And like Mark Henry's son, Jacob Henry's on stage singing Drew McIntyre's Broken Dreams. Like it's like a fever dream. It's like, is this real? Is this really happening? Yeah, AJ Francis was there. AJ jumped up there, performed this joint. We outside. D'Lo Brown was there cussing me out for not coming to more Ashe wrestling shows. He's on the board for Ashe, by the way. But like, it was crazy. R-Truth came out performing. R-Truth did the funniest stuff ever out there. He was like, is this PG-13 or can I cuss? And they were like, you can cuss? He said, I can say ass. It was like, yeah. It was like, what about shit? Yeah. Is it? Can I say motherfucker? The crowd started chanting, our fucking truth. Our fucking. He was like, look, I don't want to get in trouble for this, so I need y'all to say it with me. When I say motherfucker, you say motherfucker. Motherfucker. Whole crowd. The funniest stuff ever, bro. I got a story about that too. I'm gonna tell you off camera too. But everything about Remix Rumble was dope. They're doing it again May 10th in St. Louis for Backlash. They're doing it in June for Money in the Bank in LA. I had a conversation with Ro last night. We're gonna I'm trying to help put together one in Texas for All In.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to pull up to a Remix Rumble if you haven't been to one. If you ever plan on visiting one of these wrestling events, he does it pretty much every major city that a pay-per-view is in. Definitely check him out. Shout out Roheezy Raps on Instagram. Check him out. Remix Rumble on Instagram. Check him out. What else did I do? I went to Planet 13. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you mother loving know. You hear me? I ran into a Hall of Famer in Planet 13, which was really awesome. We'll talk about that off camera too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Ah, 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 ah. Oh man, good times, bro. But yeah, Vegas was a movie. I'm actually working on the vlog right now. I was working on it right before we went live, so we're gonna be dropping some content from that too. What I need y'all to do is subscribe to the YouTube page at 3NT Wrestling, Facebook at 3NT Wrestling Podcast, TikTok at 3NT Wrestling, which we're going viral on TikTok right now because of a clip I took at a Fourth Rope of Jeff Hardy. I invited Jeff Hardy to the cookout, and he was so happy about it, bro. He was like, it's all, thanks, man. I appreciate that. That was dope. Shout out Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, we need that interview though. Jeff, stop playing. Like,
we had it. Shout out to TNA. Boy, I'll never forgive that situation. We're gonna have a behind the scenes drop, and we're gonna talk about it one day. But right now,
pay for that Patreon.
We give you all the tea on Patreon.
All the tea on Patreon. We know, man. Stuff. Hey, Patreon might be popping.
But nah, Fourth Rope. If you've never been to a Fourth Rope show, definitely check one of those out too. I am a big fan of hip hop. I'm a big fan of wrestling, obviously, and it's the perfect marriage of both. Joey Badass performed, Flatbush Zombies performed, of course, West Side Gun did his thing. Some dope matches. The opening match was Mustafa Ali versus Leon Slater versus Trevor Lee, who is Cameron Grimes. Banger. Absolute banger. The Hardy brothers fought Devon Dudley's sons, TNT. My camera just died, I think.
Yo, his camera is out of there.
Dunzo. You can hear me though?
I can hear you.
All right, so you just can't see me. Bet, no worries. So, yeah, we about to wrap this thing up anyway. But Fourth Rope, what else went on? Like I said, Joe Hendry came out. Godfather came out, offered him the hose. Hilarious. I got a story about that. I'm gonna tell you off camera too. It was a lot, bro. But Fourth Rope is incredible. If you like hip hop, if you like pro wrestling, you definitely gonna want to check out a Fourth Rope show. Matter of fact, the main event was Zilla Fatu versus Joshua Bishop in a cage match.
Mm-hmm.
Zilla won, but then Booker T's Reality of Wrestling wrestlers invaded Fourth Rope. A video popped up on the screen of Booker T like, Gun, you thought this was over. Or Zilla, you thought this was over. I got eyes on you wherever you go. I'm sending whoever I want wherever. Booker T is talking crazy to Fourth Rope and Zilla. So we're about to have a Reality of Wrestling versus Fourth Rope event coming up here soon. Crazy. Again, independent wrestling is so lit, bro. Incredible stuff. I'm going to have a full recap on all this and whatnot soon. Like I said, I'm working on a vlog for that. Please stay tuned for it. That's pretty much all I got, though, since my camera's dead. We can talk more about it later.
Mm-hmm. You already know what it is.
Your thoughts on the fan who attacked the Backseat Boys on the JCW Lunacy taping? And, bro, this is my first time hearing about any of that. I don't even know what some of those words are.
Hey, tune in next episode. We got you. We're going to check it out.
No, thanks. We're going to go look into this, and we're going to talk about it. Definitely appreciate you tuning in, El Juggalo. I have to look into that. But, yeah, make sure you follow us on social media. Like I said, at 3NT Wrestling. Make sure you follow me on everything at The Danny Ocean Show. Plenty of content on the way.
Of course, like I said, we're gonna be doing some ticket giveaways for our Ready or Not event going down on Saturday, May 10th, out here in New Bern, North Carolina. Movie situation. Malik, where are they gonna find you at, brother?
At Matthew Malik Wilson on Instagram and Facebook. Your future favorite SC on Twitter. Matthew Wilson, MLBpro.com. You already know what it is. And shout out to the Knicks. By the way, I kept my composure. I was watching the game while we was here. Shout out to the Knicks. Bad boys who? I don't want to hear that. Bad boys, Knicks in 5. I don't want to say too much because, the person who said it is in a lot of trouble right now. I ain't going to take his slogan, but Knicks in 5.
I feel it. But yeah, that is the show for today, people. We definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. We will be dropping a lot of content soon, so make sure you stay tapped into our social media platforms. That's it, man. Thank y'all. It's the 3 Ski, baby. Don't forget, May 10th. That's all it's about right now. We out.